I think we're about ready to start. Perhaps in future I'll take off this beginning part because it's probably pretty easy to edit out. Now, let's start with see about. If you... Yeah, that's it. It's better, a whole lot better. Good. Now, if you... Well, I'll come to see about at the end, actually. Let's start with see beyond because it's a little bit easier. If you can see beyond the trees, you can see further than the trees. So one simple meaning of see beyond is see further. However, it could also be used as in see beyond a moment in the future. And so it could mean predict. If you are unable to see beyond the next general election, that means that you can't predict what will happen after the next general election. If you're unable to see beyond the end of university, that means that you can't predict what happens after the end of university. So it could also mean predict. It's another meaning of see beyond. But lastly, it could mean that you're not able to focus attention elsewhere. So if you say the government is unable to see beyond the migration problem, that means that they're unable to focus their attention on anything else. That they're absolutely obsessed with that particular problem and they're unable to see beyond it. They're unable to refocus their attention somewhere else. So it's another way that we use see beyond. If you see someone in, then you show someone in your house. You let someone in your house and you perhaps say this is the lounge, this is the dining room. You don't even need to say that. If you just let someone in and say, hi, this is my house, then you are seeing that person in. You see someone in. This would be the opposite of, guess what? See someone off or see someone out, because both of these can be used to mean when you take someone to the door and wave goodbye. You see them out of your house, or you see them off because they set off, they go. So see someone out and see someone off are both the opposites of see someone in, show someone in, let someone in, and there are others probably that I haven't thought of which are very similar as well to show someone in, let someone in, see someone in. Okay, so that's one way that that's the way that we use see someone in. It's one way because you'll see that see in someone is different from see someone in. Let's go straight to that one because that's perhaps better to see the difference, then we can compare. So when you see a person in, you let them in your house and you say, hi, this is my house. But when you say see in someone, for example, you say, I don't know what he sees in her. It means I don't know why he's attracted to her. I don't know what quality it is that he's attracted to. It sounds like you think this person is a really unsuitable girlfriend. And so you say, I don't know what he sees in her. I mean, she's horrible, she's awful, she's a really unkind person. And I don't know what he sees in her. That's one way that it can be used. But you could also use it to mean believe someone has a particular quality, which is similar, but here you don't mean necessarily attractive. So you could say what he sees in her is her wonderful sense of humour, or something like that, meaning that he believes that she has, or you believe she has this particular quality. And we don't just need to do this for someone, but we could also do this for see something in. This is actually very similar here. This one goes down here as well. So you might say, I don't see the fun in skiing, something like that. And it means I don't believe that skiing is fun. I don't see the fun in skiing, sorry, excuse me. I don't see the fun in skiing. And I think that's very similar to saying what he sees in her is her great sense of humour. It means you believe that someone or something has that particular quality. Is that all clear? Please tell me if you're a little bit confused there. Another way that we use see something in is you can see the new year in. And that just means that you celebrate the new year. I think, to me, I didn't see this in the dictionary, but to me it sounds like you're staying at home for the new year. When you see the new year in, you decide to stay at home and not go out. And I didn't see that in the dictionary, I just saw celebrate. I find that a little bit odd, because to me, if you see the new year in, you don't go out. You stay at home and celebrate at home. And you could see Christmas in, you could see your birthday in, and it would mean stay indoors and not go out. But I couldn't find that in the dictionary. I had a cursory glance earlier at the dictionary, and I didn't actually see that on the one dictionary that I tried. Perhaps I should have tried some more. Always try some more if you can. But yeah, you could also be using it like celebrate, and I would say at home. In my opinion, it means celebrate at home. Okay, let's go on to see into. See into the future is quite a common expression. He is able to see into the future. And that would mean predict a future. But you could also see into the room. So this one's a very easy one. It's what you would expect it to mean. You can see into the room if you look through the window. Okay? Pretty simple. If you see someone off, it's the opposite of see someone in. You see them out, you accompany them to the exit, to the front door, you see them off. But you could also see someone off by taking them to the airport and dropping them off. Maybe they're flying home. You see them off, you take them to the airport, you wave goodbye, you're seeing them off. But sometimes it's used informally to mean defeat. You could say Manchester saw off Chelsea in the cup final, meaning that they beat Chelsea, they won out against Chelsea. It could mean that as well. But you could see off some attackers. If some attackers come at you, maybe they run at you with a knife. Remember, run at and come at mean attack. Maybe they set on you with knives. And if you see them off, you fight back and you manage to see them off. It means that you manage to get rid of them by fighting them off. So it could mean fight someone off, see someone off. This defeat is similar to fight someone off. Very similar to another phrasal verb. Okay, if you see someone out, we've already done this one. It's the opposite of see someone in. You let them out of your house and you see them out. But it does have a second meaning, this see someone out. It also means... and this one is see something out. If you see something out, then you see it through. Now, this in the sense that you continue until it is completed. If you keep working hard at something until the very end, then you see it through. So you might say something like this: he found his degree course very difficult, but in the end he saw it through. Notice that this through preposition is very often used for things which are completed in spite of difficulties. You can get through your exam. You can sail through your exam, in which case it wasn't difficult. But you can get through your exam, you can scrape through your exams, meaning just about pass. And you can also see your exams through, which means that you completely finish them. You can see them out as well. So see something out is the same as see something through. It means keep doing it, keep trying hard until finally you manage to finish it. Okay, if you look over a house or see over a house, it means just inspect the house fully. You need to do this before you buy a house. And I think that's when we usually use see over. It's very rare. I wouldn't use it very often personally, but it could mean inspect something fully. And so I would only use it with a house. We went to go and see over the house, and it means we went to go and inspect it as much as possible. See the house over, look the house over, see over the house, look over the house. Okay, if you see through someone or something, it could mean that you're looking through it. You're looking through something which is transparent, so you can see through the window, you can look through the window. But it can also have a more metaphorical meaning, which means not be deceived. So if somebody is trying to lie to you, but you see through the lies, that means that you aren't deceived. You understand their lies, and you're not deceived by their lies. You can see the truth. So see through something can mean not be deceived. But see something through, as we've already discussed here, means continue until something is finished, some kind of activity. So you can see your exams through, you can see your exams out. Both of those are similar, and they mean keep going until something is finished. If something is enough to see you through until the summer, that means you have enough of it to last you until summer. This is quite rare, but still I think most people, all native speakers, have heard of this expression. So you might say, we don't have enough coffee to see us through until Friday. Or it could be anything, yeah. If you're not going to run out of this product until the end of the week, you can say it will see us through until the end of the week. Or we have so much wine, it will see us through until summer. So very common, well, not very common, but very well known, and it's quite an ordinary phrasal verb, but I haven't seen it in many books. In terms of student books, I mean. I haven't seen this one discussed or explained many times. Now, if you see to someone, you serve someone. This is quite old-fashioned, I must admit, but if you go and see to the guests, that means you go and serve the guests. You make sure they're comfortable, they've got tea and coffee and whatever. But if you see to something, it can mean make something happen, get something done. So you might say, I need to see to the shopping. No, it doesn't mean to be finished. It doesn't mean to be finished, it means to finish something. It doesn't mean to be finished. You need to see something through, see your exams through. So, I mean, you need to finish them, and it means finish something in spite of difficulty. So if you see to the shopping, you get it done. Very often used with errands, tasks, daily errands. If you see to the cooking, you get it done. You go and do the cooking. If you see to the cleaning, you get it done. Now this meaning is very similar to see about, which means deal with something, sort something out, arrange something to be done. So you might say, I need to see about getting the car repaired. I need to see to getting the car repaired. Not really much difference. The main difference is that see about is a more modern phrasal verb and see to is more archaic. It's more old-fashioned, but both are still used nowadays, and I suppose because this is the older one, it sounds more formal, and because this is the more modern one, it sounds more informal. And I'd say that's the main difference. Okay, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask them. Otherwise, I'll have to stop and prepare for my next student, Otto, who undoubtedly will be doing lots of phrasal verbs because he enjoys doing phrasal verbs. And really, when you're at an advanced level, phrasal verbs are usually what you have to learn because they're very common. All English people use them all the time. They're in all of the children's literature, even. If you read any kind of children's literature, I often read to the children, and when I do, all I see are phrasal verbs. The kids know all of them. And so if the kids know them all, and adults use them very often, they're really worth knowing. And it seems to me that advanced students, very often, they know the complicated Latin expressions, but they don't know the informal English which we use every day, or they're just unaware about some expressions. So please make sure you keep looking through all of this information and keep using it in order to activate this vocabulary. Okay, there's a question. Nice t-shirt. Yeah, thanks very much, Alex. Any other questions? Because otherwise I'm going to finish. Can we use word wit instead of humour? Can we use the word wit instead of humour? They mean different things, Farry. Check the dictionary. Wit is a quality of the mind. If someone has wit, they are witty. They're clever and funny with words. Humour means comedy generally. You'll get hundreds of examples in a dictionary if you check these words in a dictionary. Always check words in a dictionary, guys. It's the best place to look. If you're not using a dictionary, you're not going to be learning much new vocabulary. Do you regret not voting yesterday? No, not in the slightest. I don't think it would have changed anything anyway. But I don't see what I could have voted for, really. It wouldn't have changed anything. Any other questions? No? Okay, well, I'll see everybody later then. I'll try and do live lessons as often as possible because they're much easier for me to do once I've got the phone in a good position. So thanks everyone for coming. Please give the video a like if you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye bye.